the end of the first half, the score Georgia Tech 13, Colorado 10.
Coach Walker and talk with you. Got 3 turnovers, didn't really capitalize, but a 3-point ball game now.
That's the problem. You got 3 turnovers. The game shouldn't be like this. This is not indicative of having 3 turnovers. When you say you got 3 turnovers, it should be a different score on the scoreboard. We got to be more productive offensively.
Yes, sir.
Man, so you viewed the game, man. You saw what happened. Couldn't pull out the win.
Yeah.
What are your takes on the ball game?
Well, first, I enjoyed the improvement in the run game. Let me say I enjoyed the improvement in the usage of our running backs going into the second half. I was tuned into the show, and we're mentioning how we had seven yards per carry from Simeon Price. We had 8 from Michael Welch, but yet we just weren't using them. So I enjoyed although I wish there was a little bit more, I did enjoy that Micah was getting more reps. But what's really still been on my mind was that 2-minute drill at the end, man. I would just like to see, I don't know, better usage from the timeouts, better usage with the scramble. I don't know, something, man. It's just
because we leave the game with 2 timeouts,
right?
Exactly. Exhaust those timeouts somehow, some way for whatever reason. But
exactly,
at the end of the game, also we threw that screen pass that took a lot of time off the clock. And then we took a lot of time to call the next play. We didn't call a timeout right there, which could have saved us about 20 seconds because the next play, Case Salter was scrambled and it went from 38 down to 18 seconds. What are we doing?
Yeah. And then 10 seconds on the Hail Mary deep throw.
Exactly.
Like, man, there was just a lot of things that could be cleaned up. But overall, I'm not too worried about the team's future. There was still
I'll say this. We're right there, like you said. We're right there. So you can't be too upset, but you're going to be upset at the fact that you feel like you gave it up. We did it to ourselves for the most part.
Yeah. And then just defensive line play, man. We have too many studs on that defensive line for them to allow the running that was all over them the way that they were, man.
This is what I was complaining about at the end of the ball game. And please, I hope everybody listening don't take it out of, context of what I'm saying. But it's about personnel. If you look at Colorado's roster and depth chart by position, I think there's about 8 to 10 defensive tackles on the line, meaning that from 295 pounds to 300 pounds, we have those guys on the line that we can use at our disposal, right? Mainly in run downs and goal line situations. What I was mad about last year and what I saw this game was we used some edge rushers, which are usually pass rushers, like an Okalola, who can play a little bit of both, but a guy like Keaton Wade, who's a pass rush specialist, I feel like they had him in a lot of run down situations where they knew that the Georgia Tech was going to run the football and pound it right at them, and they would go right at 27, who I feel like they identified as an edge rusher and not a run stopper. So we're going to go right at him, and that could have been any edge rusher, I feel like. So I'm not picking on Keaton Wade because you're in a position doing something that you're not, out here to do and stopping the run. You're supposed to be pass rushing. So I feel like when are we going to use our personnel in those situations? Just like you have specialists in the NFL, I thought that that's what this team and really, honestly, the coaching staff would be using more of, and that's situational football with the personnel that you have. And that means that in run down situations, I'm going to have a big Otis and Barnes in, but I'm going to couple them not with 2 edge rushers. I'm going to put Amari McNeil on the edge now. I'm going to put Tawfiq Thomas on the other edge now. Now I got 4 D tackles across the front who are used to playing the damn run.
Right.
It's simple. I thought.
Yeah. No, those are perfect points. I don't know. It's just it leaves a sour taste in your mouth, but also, we'll be fine. We'll be good. I have faith in Salter. I'd like to see him clean up his throw on the run. There were a few solid plays that could have developed if he could have put the points on target. But I mean, he showed a phenomenal pocket presence for the most part. I'm already seeing people say, "Put Juju in. It's Juju's time." Like, guys, come on, man. Salter is going to be our quarterback for the foreseeable future. But yeah, like I was saying, man, it just leaves a sour taste in your mouth. There are a lot of personnel issues that should have been resolved, but it is what it is. Game happened. We just move on.
And people out there that will look at this and my comments and say, like I see in the chat right now, as far as like basically everybody's a coach now, or everybody got the answers now. Well, I'll tell you this. Go back and look at my videos. I've been saying the same thing, homie. Been saying the same thing. So I'm not saying anything new. I know it's a new team. I know we have to gel together, and I think we played well for the most part to get to that situation. But I think we did leave a lot of meat on the bone, a lot of opportunities out there. Salter's going to say he missed some passes that he felt like he could have hit. He missed some running lanes that he felt like he could have hit. But every position should look at the film and say the same thing like that. I could have done better here. I should have been in this position, and they'll learn from it and hopefully go from that. Good thing is you got Delaware. What is Delaware or Delaware State? Delaware coming up.
Yeah, Delaware.
And then Wyoming. So these should be some bounce back games that you can, get right on and rectify those things to go into conference play.
Yeah. Oh man.
Somebody, Notorious said, Chico really had some growth because back in 2024, he used to be pissed off after a loss. I'm pissed off, but yeah, I probably wouldn't be doing a post game right now. I'd just be like, man, F all of this and just throw it down and dip out. But I'm trying to be a different person and grow, right? And plus, we're supposed to have Unc coming on with Coach Prime's press conference. Let's see. We still gonna have that. Thank you, Tiffany, also for the Cash App right there. Thanks, Tiffany. And Freeman Harris. I didn't see those two. Linda, Tiffany, and Freeman Harris. I appreciate y'all hitting that Cash App. That was right up there. The link was up there. Or at least the Cash App name, Speed Hustle TV. Appreciate you. Yeah, man. So.
Yeah, I'm reading the chat. MSJTV, huge shout out to Quincy Wiggins, man. He's a guy that Coach Hilo has a lot of respect for, a lot of praise for, and he proved it why on the field today. That big pressure that caused that interception, man, that had me hype up here in his living room. But no, Q was edge rusher is a position that I see a lot of people commenting on. Like if there aren't a lot of tackles or if there aren't a lot of sacks, they feel like I've seen comments already saying like defense, our edge rushers did nothing, though they did a great job, especially Quincy, of keeping what's dude's name, their quarterback, whatever their quarterback,
Haynes King.
Yeah, Haynes King.
What a name.
At the beginning of the game, at least, they did a good job of keeping him contained. But yeah,
I bet they used to kill him in middle school or elementary school. Underwear King. Haynes King.
Haynes King.
You're the underwear king. What type of drawers you got on? I bet you don't have on no Fruit of the Loom. The kids are good. Get on you, boy. Cam Michael is I think he's out with an injury.
Yeah.
91 on defense is a dog. He played well for the most part, I think. That's Brandon Davis Swain getting in the backfield. Chico, is it just me or has Case Salter got a weird throwing motion? I think everybody's throwing motion is different. I don't think it's
whatever's comfortable.
I don't think it's too weird, but I do think he probably is going to go and put some extra emphasis this week in practice on throwing on the run, because the ones that he did miss overthrow and wide open a couple times to the back he missed, it was all on the run throws. And even the deep pass down the field he tried to hit Draylon Miller, it was behind him. It was all on the run throws. And that's one thing that I think people may have gotten spoiled with Shedeur Sanders is this guy's pinpoint accurate, and especially even when he's outside the pocket and throwing on the run, he can really put the ball right where it's supposed to be. So we got to take our time with Salt. He's not Shedeur. but he has his own tremendous attributes, should I say. And I think once he continues to take what the defense is giving him, he'll be a real problem. Haynes King basically did that. He took what the defense was giving him. He'll pick a alley and run right through that thing. He'll let this blocks develop and run right through that thing. He wasn't trying to do too much. He just did what was there, took what the defense gave him, and that ended up with 156 yards. Buffalo Dorado, who's a known member in the Colorado fandom, he said it's embarrassing how loud their section is compared to ours. He was at the game. That's surprising.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
From
Dang,
my
man.
experience, Folsom gets rocking, man. Have you ever been to a game live, Chico?
Yeah, I was at what was that? North Dakota State game.
Oh, yeah.
The first game of the season. I was at the first game Coach Prime ran out on the field at Colorado. Who was that against? The first game ever. I forgot who it was.
Nebraska.
No, I was at the Nebraska game. I was at the Nebraska game. Yep.
It was TCU to Nebraska. Yeah.
And then I was also at Arizona State game at Arizona State and at the Arizona game at Arizona. And I went to those Arizona games because it's a what you call it, a direct flight to go there. So I'm with it. I thank y'all for supporting me. Thank y'all for coming on. All the super chats like this one right here. International Voice from Miami, Florida, from D Will in the 305. I appreciate you for checking in with your dog. Anybody with any other super chats, thank y'all. Any businesses, any products out there y'all want to promote, you could do it in the super chat, or y'all can hit me up directly and get an official sponsorship package going on. You understand me? Y'all can spend as low as $50 a month and get something, right? $50 a month, you can get something, even if it's just a mention on the morning run.
Right.
Good exposure.
Yeah.
There's some places and people that you won't get exposure to any otherwise. You know, why not do it with us? Spend with us. Because we got Duke Scoop checking in. Duke.
Yo. What up, Dukes?
What's up with
Dukes, what's at it, man? Give your thoughts real quick. We've been on for a while giving our thoughts, but you here, so we back on. Talk to us.
Oh no, that's man. Hey man, like you got some stuff to build on. I just think, man, you just gotta run the ball, man. You gotta run the ball on first down too. I don't care what the look is. Sometimes you just gotta pin. You just gotta say, look, we running the ball and y'all not stopping it. So I think if I'm doing the math correctly, I think they threw the ball around about 65% on first down. You go look play for play, like bro, just run the ball, man. Run the ball. And then clock management at the end kind of got to us too. I think you had a minute and 7 seconds. You got to get more than 5 plays in a minute and 7 seconds for sure.
Yeah.
Awareness.
That's what I was saying. Mismanagement and awareness right there. You leave the game with 2 timeouts. Like how we leave the game with 2 timeouts when you spend 20 seconds on one play from 38 to 28. From 38 to 18 seconds left in the ball game on that scramble. So you got to find a way, man, to
you got to have, man, awareness was on 30 on that one.
Yeah.
So, but
then he tried to get out of bounds to save it, but if you know that you have 2 timeouts, you could have just thrown that ball out.
Man, he went across the field. He could have gave himself up,
and got up and called a timeout.
Man, or gave himself up, and it was a first down.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
you're right.
He ran above. He went past the line of scrimmage to try to get back. It was just like a bad moment. He'll fix it though. Like I think he got time, but I think really like going forward, you got so much to learn from. Like run the ball, man. Trust the running back, man. The running game work, man. 30 carries, 150 yards, 4.8, man. Look, this is another number I saw. Colorado only passed the ball 8 more times than Georgia Tech, and Georgia Tech rushed the ball 19 more times than Colorado.
Say that.
Yeah.
That's huge.
Yeah, like, that's stat farming. You feel me?
Yeah.
So, like
and once again, if you break down those stats once again, Haynes King, 13 of 20 passing, 143 yards, 1 interception. Haynes King, 19 carries, 156 yards rushing. 8.2 yard average, 3 touchdowns for him. Haynes King, the underwear king, should I call him? No fruit of balloon on him. Jamal Haynes, 16 of 65. Malachi Hosley, 7 for 47. These numbers are crazy. 6.7 average, 4.1 average, 8.1 average, 17-yard average for Eric Rivers, who had 2 for 34. These numbers are crazy, man, at the end of the day, but you still was in the ball game, and they had 3 turnovers.
Nah, man, like this would have been last year. Colorado would have lost big time. So I ain't as upset. You feel me? Like I'm all right. I'm real low key. I'm cool. You feel me? Like I feel like, and then now you got to watch out. It's a big game coming up, man. Georgia Tech and Clemson. You got to be rooting for Georgia Tech in that game.
Yeah,
because now the better Georgia Tech does, the better it is for Colorado's chances. But as long as Georgia Tech goes out and wins 9-10 games, this ain't no bad loss. And it's the first loss of the season. And now the way things are set up, if you go take one, take it now.
Mm-hmm.
If you go take it,
only lost by 7. You know,
right.
It's first game of the season, like you said, and you hope that these guys come out and really ball out for the rest of the season to kind of, put that under the rug. If you can go and play and pretty much run the table rest of your season, though, that's when it'll really help for you to get hopefully into those to the college playoffs. So here's the schedule for everybody out there that want to see it. Y'all can see that right there. Let us know the games that
it's Delaware, Blue Hens. They only beat Delaware State by 2 touchdowns. You got Houston. Who was that right there? Wyoming.
Wyoming.
I'm looking at the logos like okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you need to be 3-1 going in the September 27th. You need to be 3-1.
3-1 going to BYU.
Mm-hmm.
Going into the BYU game.
Yep.
That's gonna be at home.
Right.
Yeah, and that's very doable. Just got to win at Houston on the road, which is not a easy place to play at. I played down there. If it's the same field and stadium, Shout out to Heineck Williams. I still remember him hitting me over the middle. He was a safety for the Cougars back then. I think I still hurt sometimes when I think about his name. Oh, it caught me over the middle, Dukes. They wouldn't even throw me the ball, Dukes. I'm just running around. He just smacked me, dog. I said, damn.
Man, I don't care if you did it, you won them. Hey, I don't care if you got the ball or not. That's what they say. I don't care if you did it, you won them. Okay, I don't care if you got the ball or not. You getting this too, buddy.
That's exactly, man. Big old safety too, dog. Smack me. Damn.
Man, I promised last night. I told Cam, I said, man, somebody get in your area, hit them. I don't care what happened. Hit them anyway.
And they will think about you every time.
Yo, they
might be
remember.
They might be calling your name 20 years. Hey, dude, they might be calling his name 20 years later.
Like Chico. Chico ain't got that.
Takes a little air out of that momentum.
Gibbs goes for the home run. Smith back there, and somehow goes for the home run.